Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry for that little snafu. It wouldn't see me sideways for some reason. But anyway, I hope you're doing great today. This is Julie Hamilton. Thank you so much for joining Life Builders today. We're bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. Well, I'm happy to be back. I was gone for a few weeks. We went on a wonderful 20th anniversary trip of a lifetime, and we kind of said, where do we want to go? And we started off in Paris, and then from there we just were like, I think we'll go here, and I think we'll go here. And I'm sharing some pictures about it on my personal Facebook if you want to see those. Although I don't want to overload you guys or drown anybody in them. While I was gone, I hope you caught the series on the podcast, which was The Power of Thought. It was an incredible series. If you didn't, go back and download it because you're going to really enjoy it. I think it's really powerful and will give you some good concepts to hang on to about your thought life and how it even affects your body and how you can improve your life by improving your thoughts. Well, today's topic is, what's your IPA? Okay, so some of you are like, yes, we're talking about beer, my favorite subject. I'm totally on track with you, Julie. And some of you are like, what are you talking about? So I'm sorry, it's not going to be the kind of IPA that's beer today, but it is an important IPA to your life. We're talking about identity, purpose, and assignment. These are topics that are going to affect you over a lifetime, and you need to know the difference between them. And today I brought some objects that are going to show you the difference between identity, purpose, and assignment for your life. So let's start off with this one. What I'm holding here is this beautiful glass pitcher. And it kind of has some gold leaf on the bottom and some really pretty colors of glass. Well, this pitcher is 20 years old because my parents gave it to us for a wedding gift, and it has a little set of glasses that go with it, and they look just like this. They're beautiful. It's really special to me. So 20 years later, it still looks exactly the same as it did 20 years ago. This would be the same as your identity. This is not going to change anytime in the near future. I could keep this for a lifetime, and as long as I take care of it, it will always be the same. This is something that's going to last a long time. And that's the same thing with your identity. Your identity never changes. It's what about you that doesn't change, like the fact that you're loved, the fact that every person out there is a child of God, the fact that you have a purpose that you were put on this earth to do, the fact that you are beautiful in the eyes of the Creator. I mean, these are things that will never change, and we can say that every person's identity remains, that you have a body, spirit, and soul. I mean, these are all part of who you are. And it doesn't change. So your identity is the thing in your life, the things about you that don't change. So maybe you're creative. That's not new in your life. You've been creative your whole life. Maybe you are sensitive. Maybe that's not new in your life. You've been sensitive your whole life. So that's your identity. So let me put this here so you can see it. Oops, sorry about my chair squeaking. Okay. So then next we have your purpose. Now in your life, you probably have an overarching purpose, and you might not even know what it is, but it carries through threads. So your purpose is kind of like these little jars. So I've got, a metal one that we picked up at the Met in New York, and then my plastic Wonder Woman bottle. Yay, who loves Wonder Woman out there? But these are vessels that I will drink from for a few years at a time, right? So this is not a daily use cup, but it's not going to last me the length of my marriage like that pitcher will if I don't break it. I had a nightmare. I broke the pitcher today on TV, so I'm glad I didn't. But these bottles are going to last me a little longer than they are than every day, but they're not going to last a lifetime. And this is more like your purpose. So your purpose may shift a few times over your lifetime, but you're going to have an overarching purpose that's gonna last you for probably years, decades, and you might see it shift again, like I said, a few times during your lifetime, but you will find this purpose thread running through even all the things that you do in the span of those decades. So I'm going to put those right here. This is your purpose. So this is identity. Is the beautiful glass pitcher. Purpose is your, cups that you can keep a long time. And now this, and I'm holding up a disposable plastic cup like you get iced coffee in, or iced tea or soda or something. This is your assignment. So our assignments will frequently change. Now the interesting thing is that it's usually in line with our purpose. So here I have a stack of them because my husband loves me and he buys me cups for iced coffee. But you may have this many assignments, so 15, 20 assignments within one purpose. So you might use 15 or 20 of these throwable, disposable, throw these cups away in the same time that you might use one of the bottles that represents your purpose. Now, the funny thing about assignment is it changes frequently. So when you have a job, for instance, one thing that people get confused is your assignment and your identity. So when you have a job and you begin to see that job as your identity, I am a CEO, or I am a sommelier, or I am a housekeeper, or I am a teacher, or whatever it is. When that assignment changes and we go to switch to a different cup, right? I'm just switching cups. It confuses you if you've confused your assignment with your identity that doesn't change. So assignment is very important to understand. And what you will often see, this is what I was trying to say earlier with the purpose, for instance, is that my parents, for instance, they have a purpose. And their overarching purpose over the last 40 years, let's say, because I'm 44, 3, is that they have been ministering and reaching out to people who are outcasts or on the fringes of society. I don't want to say outcasts, but on the fringes of mainstream society. Now, when I was in kindergarten, that looked like my parents going to an orphanage. And as I got older, it looked like my parents going to the mission in downtown Houston where they play music for those guys and getting to know them and taking care of them. And now, I have 3 different assignment cups going on here. It looks like them being pastors of the cowboy church. Now, and I'm not saying that the cowboy church are outcasts or something. I'm saying that they are people who would not feel comfortable going to a mainstream church. That's the people that go to their church. And so you can see that there are multiple assignments over that purpose. Maybe your purpose is, maybe you're a teacher, but you're going to see it in different ways. Maybe you taught Sunday school, maybe you taught exercise, maybe you taught at school, maybe you teach your kids, maybe that's something like that. Maybe your purpose is generosity, but you do it in different ways in different seasons of your life. Maybe your purpose is what? I don't know. You tell me what your purpose is. Encouraging. I mean, there's a billion purposes out there, but that's what I want you to walk away with today. I want you to think about what's my identity, what's my purpose, and what's my assignment, and what's the difference between them. And am I doing the assignment that I'm meant to do right now? Because your assignment can change, but still keep the same purpose. So that is it for today, guys. I hope that gives you something to think about and encourages you with. Just think about your assignment and what it is that you're supposed to be doing right now, because sometimes we get locked into an assignment that we started 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and that was our assignment then, and now it's changing and we're trying to change along with it. So keep that in mind as you're examining what your assignment is today. All right, I love you guys, and go live your big, amazing, beautiful lives. Bye.